Hey, 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 morning coffee with Paul. And I'm really excited about this day, Thursday, and the things I plan on sharing is so important to me and to other people. When you have a stroke, when you have aphasia, it changes your world. So we're going to just talk about that today, and we'll find out what's going on. Hey, Susan, good to see you. I can see the comments now because I'm on B Live, not on the other platform, by the way. So, hey, Jerry, how's it going? How's it going? So, quote for the day, actually two. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Laura. Hey, Bo. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mark. How's it going? Quote for the day. You're the sum total of your beliefs, good or bad. You're the sum total of your beliefs. And the next quote, hold your head high when you're faced with trouble, and believe in your ability to win. You have to have that belief that you can overcome, that you can get through this, that you can first persevere. And you have to believe recovery, as my good friend Brooke Allen says, recovery is possible. So today I want to talk to you about something that's really important. We've been talking about triggering. Hey, Laura. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Brad. Hey, Natalia. So post-stroke aphasia depression is a real thing. It's a real thing. In fact, it's real as rain. When I had my stroke, I didn't know anything about post-stroke aphasia depression, but I was soon to find out, because when I had my stroke, when I had aphasia, if you can imagine this, not being able to talk, not being able to express your feelings, even though I could feel everything going around me, processing all those thoughts in my mind. It was hard to deal with the fact that I couldn't explain myself. I couldn't express what I was feeling. So, when you have a stroke, Jerry and I have talked about this. You have a certain amount of guilt. When you have aphasia too, guilty that your family has to take care of you, embarrassed that they have to take care of you. Hey, Salute, how's it going? Hey, Virginia. So in some ways, the guilt you feel is heightened by your unable to express what you're feeling. So it just transcends in your mind, running in your mind, but you can't get it out to express it. So the American Psychology Association said that post-stroke aphasia depression is more serious than actual depression because it's enhanced, it's extrapolated. So I just need you to know we must overcome. We must overcome. When I had my stroke, this is a fairly serious topic because Son's signing in. Hey, son. when I had my stroke, I felt worthless because my business had gone away. I didn't see any way out. I didn't know what I was going to do. So it was triggering all this emotions of anger and sadness and grief and just so much. So when I had that thing happen, that stroke, that aphasia, May 13, 2018, I was experiencing a loss of self, I was in the midst of the I miss me syndrome, and I was mad. And I just was angry, and I was so upset, and I was frustrated. And I'm sure I demonstrated that because I had no way to talk other than one. That's all I could say. And it wasn't a very good, accurate description of what I was feeling. So triggering when you have aphasia, when you have a stroke, it's hard because the ability to communicate, think about this. When you want to say something and you can't, what's the choice? What's the choice? You just keep it all inside. I can remember when I had my stroke, I wanted to pray, but I couldn't find the words to pray. It was all jumbled up in my mind. Murder, Praxia, Dysarthria. I wanted to pray, but you know, you have to think of something to pray, and was all messed up. So I just want everybody to know, we all go through this. We all go through it. And when I realized, this is somewhat funny, that I had been disabled, that I had the disability, I believe that people looked at me differently because they would be around me and said, well, he seems fine. He looks okay. And the invisible disability that you can't see, that you can't just experience for yourself, is tough. So when I went through this, I went through every stage of grief. Denial. I'm going to get better instantly. Not. I didn't know what was going to take so much hard work. And my mental state was greatly impacted. And when the deficit and the effect was crashing into my system, creating all types of imbalance. What do I do? I was asking all the wrong questions. And it was really hard. And for me, it was the defining moment was when I realized that I have to take responsibility for myself and do the work. And it was a lack of understanding and in my family, that what I was truly wanting to I just wanted to get better. I wanted to communicate. The triggers was all around me. And it's still hard when you can't communicate and you get triggered and your stress goes up and your ability to talk crashes when you have aphasia. It's like upset, excited, boo. So sometimes you just have to slow down and take a breath. You know, I was reading an article last night, and we were referred to as aphasia people by the American Psychology Association. Aphasia people. I didn't know what, I'm an aphasia person too. So I just thought that was funny. They referred to us as aphasia people. We're normal people. We have the same intellect, the same sense of humor. Nobody died. We just lost our ability to communicate. We're the same people. Same people. So you have to understand when you have aphasia, when you have a stroke, a TBI, and suffer a traumatic brain injury, you have to fight because it greatly accelerates the effect of the triggering event. Greatly accelerates it. So it's more important that you relax. It's more important than anything that you breathe. More important that you get a hold of yourself. Find some balance and have a key word that you can say to stave off that crashing thing that's going through your mind called negative emotions. Just be aware. You know, it's like having triggers on steroids. You know, normal thing, don't have a traumatic brain injury, don't have a stroke, didn't experience aphasia, just triggers. That's normal. Emotions come and go, and you have to process it. But when you have aphasia, it's like trigger, steroid, boom, 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 boom. So you have to really, really be cognizant, aware, and accountable to your own self to take the time and breathe, get better, reflect. And it's really important, really important. So, you know, I believe, and I say this all the time, never give up, never give in, and never give out. Give out. Never give up, never give in, and never give out. You have to fight. You have to fight against the cause and effect of triggering as it relates to stroke, aphasia, and TBI. You have to fight. You have to fight because it's greatly enhanced the impact on you and me. And I'm telling you, we are strong enough to do this, but you have to fight. And you have to get through the denial to acceptance and learn that what you must do is be intentional and be aware and be authentic and take your time to reduce your stress that accompanies a triggering event and the cascading emotions that follow that event. And you have to take stock of where you are, what you want to do, and what you want to accomplish. And it's not being upset. It's not being stressed. And you have to find understanding for you and hope for you. You have got it and you can do it, but you have to have understanding of yourself. And you know, if everything's not going to be perfect all the time, You have aphasia, you had a stroke, you had a traumatic brain injury, you got a lot to deal with. And I'm telling you, I believe wholeheartedly that we can do anything, but we have to find emotional balance in our life, And we have to slow down to speed up, just take a breath and find emotional balance. It's so important. We must fight our way out. Fight our way out. I played this at the end of happy hour last night. Welcome to the jungle. We have to fight our way out of the jungle called aphasia. Clawing, scratching, trying to communicate. I can't tell you how many times I just couldn't say what I wanted to say. I was so frustrated, so annoyed, so, sometimes I just had to laugh at myself, and people will say, "What are you laughing about?" I was laughing instead of crying. I was just trying to find my way through that jungle called aphasia. Clawing, scratching, setback, step up, setback, step up, setback, stumbling stone, stepping stone to a higher level of understanding. But it's hard. Even today, it's hard. It's hard. But always move forward. You got that right. And I'm telling you, you just have to fight your way through this jungle called aphasia, called stroke, called TBI. And it's really important because we must be stronger every day, every time, without fail, no exception. We must stick to our principles, stick to our values, and not give up on ourselves or other people. Just stick till stick to it like a postage stamp until you get somewhere. That's one of my granddaddy's favorite quotes. We must stand. I think about Brooke Allen, and I was so proud of her yesterday. 90 squats, man, and all the things she's doing. Bradley May. This guy, I think he's had his strokes 22 years. He's still standing strong. He's still sticking to the person he is, and I love him for that. Jerry is the same. Mike Peters is the same. Salute is the same. Janice Stephen is the same. Laura Messner is the same. We all have things that we had to deal with, but we must stand and never scream. We must strive every day, strive to get a little bit better, understand the triggering event a little bit better, make notes and try to get to the bottom of it and delay, detour, interrupt the pattern. When you have aphasia, it's hard, but we can do it, and we will win. We will win. If you are stronger and you stick and you stand and you strive, we will win. We will win. We will win. Think about that. Say it. We will win. I say it all the time. Hope is on the way, but you have to pay attention to hope. Sometimes it will go fleeting right by. You have to be aware of the hope that's coming your way. And as Brooke said, recovery is possible. To quote my good friend Jerry, he says, stroke is not made for the weak. Aphasia isn't either. You just have to be stronger and stand and stick and get back up and fight again and strive and stick and stand and get down and get back up. It's hard, but we have each other. Think about this. We have each other. We have each other. We have each other. We do. Think. We have each other. We are not destined to fail alone. We're destined to succeed together. We're destined to succeed together. And so, in closing, I got up and wrote this 3:30 in the morning. This presentation because I was triggered last night. I had some things going on in my world, and I had to make some decisions, and it was wearing on me. But, through turmoil, you find strength. Through adversity, you find the best of yourself. Through difficult moments is when a man or woman looks up and realizes they're not alone. Look up for your answers. And when I wrote this, I really believe that we need to pay attention to post-stroke aphasia depression. It's a real thing. And I hope this in some way has helped you. And I appreciate everything that you do and you've done for me. And I get up every morning with renewed faith and belief, trust and hope because of you. And you're worth fighting for. And I appreciate you being such good friends in this new and growing community we're all building together. So in closing, I always say, you are someone special because you are. You were destined to be great. God doesn't sponsor any flops. You were designed for maximum accomplishment from birth. So go be great. Enjoy today. Tune in for Jerry's show. I think Mark has his show at 6 o'clock tonight. Lynette has her show at 8 o'clock. And Mark Garman has his show at 6 o'clock. Salute and Tom have their show. And so tune in and do the best you can. I will be teaching all day today, speech therapy. I've got a bunch of people joining me today for what I love to do, just teach. It does fills my heart up to teach. And I just like teaching people to talk that have aphasia because so important. Have a good day. Have an amazing day. And take care. And I'll see you on Friday morning for another great message of Morning Coffee Live. Bye.